A catastrophic eruption from Guatemala's feared Volcán de Fuego has plunged the country into mourning and crisis, as ash, lava, and pyroclastic flows tore through entire communities over the weekend, leaving a deadly trail of destruction. The disaster, which began in the early hours of Saturday morning and intensified throughout the day, has so far claimed at least 34 confirmed lives, with that number expected to rise as emergency crews continue their desperate search through the ash-covered remains of villages and towns. Among the hardest-hit areas are the departments of Escuintla, Zacatepeques, and Quetzaltenango, where thousands of residents had to flee their homes with little or no warning. Volcanologists report that the volcano ejected ash plumes over 6,000 meters into the sky. Drone footage released by the National Disaster Agency, CONRAD, Coordinadora Nacional para la Reducción de Desastres, shows rooftops barely visible under thick gray ash, collapsed homes, and rivers clogged with volcanic debris. Emergency responders in hazmat suits and masks are navigating treacherous conditions, with air quality deteriorating rapidly due to toxic ash and gases. Over 4,000 people have been evacuated, with more than 50 shelters opened across the region. The region surrounding Volcán de Fuego is home to many of the country's small-scale farms and coffee plantations. Preliminary assessments indicate that thousands of hectares of crops have been lost, including corn, beans, and high-quality coffee beans destined for export. Livestock deaths and the destruction of irrigation infrastructure are compounding the crisis. Environmental agencies are monitoring nearby rivers for signs of contamination, and geologists are warning of the continued risk of lahars, mud flows of volcanic debris and water that can bury entire communities. Condolences and offers of support are pouring in from across the globe. The United Nations has pledged humanitarian aid, and several Latin American nations, including Mexico and El Salvador, have dispatched emergency crews and supplies. The U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, has also activated its disaster response team. Authorities continue to assess damage, search for the missing, and provide updates as the nation begins the long road to recovery.